It was when Peter Scott's adopted son admired his shoes and asked if he could borrow them when he was big enough. He knew the then 5-year-old was settling into his new family. Peter and his partner Derek, from Glasgow, had adopted their son only weeks earlier and are now raising awareness of adoption in Scotland through their agency, St Andrew's Children's Society. The couple, who have been together for 11 years, have always known they wanted a family, and 6 years ago they began to search for their own child. Their initial encounter with an agency wasn't positive, and while Mr. Scott, 46, can't put it down to their relationship entirely, he was sure that it was a factor in the hostile treatment the couple received. He said, "We really didn't feel positive about the experience, and at that point that was a real low for us. I don't have anything to prove it was our same-sex relationship, but we were left feeling it was that." Soon after they found St Andrew's Children's Society, an adoption and fostering agency based in Edinburgh, and knew they had found the right match. During their year-long adoption process with St Andrews, the couple worked closely with a social worker to assess their needs and what they could offer a child. They shared their own childhood experiences, their strengths and weaknesses, and what they perceived any challenges might be. Mr. Scott said, "If you're thinking about adopting, it's worth keeping in mind it's quite long and in-depth. But for me and my partner, it was something we really enjoyed. Everything that is gleaned from the process is going to decide whether you're suitable to adopt a child and help find the right child." The couple, who now share a surname after Peter changed it so their son wouldn't be the only one to change his name legally, were open to suggestion when it came to the age and sex of the child they could give a home to, despite Peter's concerns that he wouldn't be able to do a little girl's hair. Almost a year after they started the process and just 2 months away from their approval panel, Peter and Derek attended an exchange day where potential adopters met social workers from different local authorities who had children looking for new homes. Mr. Scott said, "We saw a social worker who had a leaflet and video on this little boy. What really sticks in my head is with this one woman, we sat down and we chatted and we left our details and we walked away and we realized we had been there for nearly an hour. And we thought, wow, that was different from all the others." After being approved at their panel, the couple were approached by their son's social worker to see if they were still interested. Mr. Scott said, "That was quite a moment, as we thought he'd have had a new family by then. To hear they'd been in touch was amazing." A few months later, for more on this story, visit the news article link.